Hello again. Please bear with me because I've only ever done long form videos using my mobile phone, and I've now got an almost proper setup with an overhead camera and OBS and all the rest of the stuff, so I'm trying to feel my way around it. So if anything seems a bit janky, it's me, it's not you. So thank you, and hope you enjoy the video. We're back with another thing that's not a computer. Somebody called me up and said, I saw you fixing one of these boards for a ride on Mower, and I'd like you to have a look at mine, please, because it's gone bad. And I said, sure, send it in, I'll have a look. This is for an Electromech 2002. I'm not sure of the actual make of the mower, but that's the make of the board. And you can see the part number there on the board as well. He mentioned that one of the capacitors has a bulge on the top, which it does, and he was hoping that was the only problem. I said, well, I don't know, we'll have a look and see. The last one I worked on, which was pretty much identical to this, there was a shorted diode here, which I have already removed and tested, and that is actually leaking. So it's getting voltage going through in a direction which it shouldn't. So, and I'm also getting a weird reading on this voltage regulator, which is wired together with that, so I'm not surprised. So I'm just going to go around this board and check a few things and see if there's anything else that's wrong with it. So I've connected my multimeter to the diode, and I'm getting a voltage drop of 0.637, which is about right for a Zener diode. But when I turn it around, I am getting voltage drop across there where we should be getting nothing. It should be reading completely open, so there's definitely something wrong with that. And the last time I had ordered parts for the other boards, I had to order 100 of these, so I guess, yeah, I'm going to come in handy. And if we compare the readings on those, so if we go across one of them, we've got about the same voltage drop there in across the diode, and here we've got open, which is what we should have. So definitely need to replace that diode. Definitely need to replace the bulged capacitor, and while I'm at it, I'll replace the other one. And at the same time, I will take out the voltage regulator and compare it to one of the ones I ordered for the previous board. Again, I had to order a few because I couldn't get the quantity I wanted. So yeah, I've got a few left. Well, that's supposed to be 100 microfarads, and it's definitely not reading anything like that. This one, it is reading close to 100 microfarads, but I'm still going to replace it. So this voltage regulator, I'm not sure what sort of measurements we're supposed to get on it, but I'm going to just measure the pins in diode mode and see what we get. 0.015. Let's compare that one. .58. Yeah, okay, I think that's... I don't even need to go any further because that is pretty conclusive. Check that again. Yeah, no. That one can come out. I'm not sure how, but I guess it just slides in there. Yep. That one's thinner. I'll squeeze that down a bit. Right, I'm okay with that. So I'll put that out of the way. And in the meantime, I just want to go over the other bits on the boards. Check diodes and things like that. Okay. Okay. Now, why have we got a different reading on there? Possibly we have a bad one. Check these 2.5. Open. 0.5. Right. So those two look like they're correct. 3 down here. Okay, those seem fine. Let's just check the resistors. And this one here is 9.5, 9.6k. And that is a 10k resistor, so that's right. And these ones, 98 ohms. Is that 100 ohm? 1 0, another 0 there. So 100 ohms there. 97 there. 97.8. 1.4 meg. Oh, that's not right. What the hell? There's a bit of paint come off of it, but I don't see anything else wrong with it. It's definitely the wrong value. That's not supposed to be 1.45 meg. Right, I'm pretty sure I don't have any of those. I think that is probably a 2-watt resistor. Looks like it's. I'll have to order some. How about you? Oh, wow, okay. What's going on there? Got a short there. And that should be 1K. 1000. Yeah. Should be 1K and it is directly shorted. Why would that be directly shorted? Okay, weird. And that is across ground, because ground is this pin. And the other one goes to another pin that's not currently connected to anything. And it goes to one of the relay contacts. Okay. So it could be across a relay contact. Why would you have a 1K resistor across a relay? I don't know. Anyhow, let's prise it up and see what it reads out of circuits. Okay, so the resistor has nothing to do with that. Didn't think so. 0.97K, right, that's good. Right, so I found the data sheet for these relays, and I think this is the one I've got. And we've got what I want to imagine to be the coil across 2 and 5, and we've got common on 1 and normally open on 3 and normally closed on 4. So now the reason I bring this up is, let me just get this out of the way. Right, the reason I bring this up is that I have noticed there are 2 marks, 2 red marks on the board which were there when I got it, and I kind of wondered why they were there. And what I have noticed is if I measure the coil resistance across these relays, which is there and there, 187 ohms. Second one, 0.3K. Okay. Third one, 0.3K. Fourth one, 0.3K. This one, 0.3K. And the final one with the mark, 186 ohms, the same as this one over here, thereabouts. So what's different about these two relays? I mean, they are the same relays. So is there a resistor across, or some sort of resistance that is not across the other ones? It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's not very obvious on this side. I don't know. I might take off one of those resistors and see, one of those relays, and see what sort of reading I'll get. I imagine I'll probably get the same low resistance across both of those coils. But in the meantime, I think I've gone through everything I can check, apart from the SMD resistors. So I'm just going to quickly run through those with my microscope. I'm not going to bore you with the details on that. And then I will place an order for some new resistors, because I need to replace this one. This one's definitely bad. So I guess there'll be a part 2. I shall see you again soon.